to the SoCassie channel, and today I have my mom here. She is always on my channel and always on my videos, but normally she's not doing things like this.
No.
We're doing silly challenges.
Yeah.
So today I brought my mom here because I thought we could do a special Q&A because I am now in my 3rd trimester of my pregnancy, which means we're getting towards the end here. And I thought my mom and I could answer some questions about the baby.
Let's do it.
Anything that we can compare it to, things like that. And you guys came through. You guys asked us a lot of questions. Are you ready, Mom? Some of these are going to be difficult.
Okay.
First one. Who's your favorite child?
Oh.
Just kidding.
Leo.
Okay, Caroline asked, will your mom be with you when you give birth? I don't think she will. She probably would have been if it wasn't for the COVID days. But right now, actually, all hospitals, including the hospital that I'm delivering at, is only allowing one support person, and obviously that has to go to Carlos.
But I will be on FaceTime.
You'll be on FaceTime. Yep.
I'll be on FaceTime.
I'm
like, you better make sure that phone is charged.
Yep.
Set up on a thing so nobody's dropping it, so it's out of the way.
I bought a tripod. I bought an actual phone tripod so that we could FaceTime with some family, hopefully.
And we're going to have her up on the TV, and we'll all just be watching
as much as we can. Yeah, it's such a bummer, because during COVID, at first it was 2 people, but now it's just, nope, 1 person, and I don't think it'll change in time.
Yeah, I think it's really sad.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
I think that, I think if they wanted to test us and, like, make sure that she had it,
yeah.
Whatever, it is what it is. We're just not gonna.
Even back when she could go, a few months ago, she could go. She still wasn't gonna be able to go to like postpartum with me.
Oh, really?
Even the rule before was you could only be there for the birth, and then after postpartum.
Oh, once you went into a room.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to go. So that was even the rule before.
Yeah.
So if they even went back to that, I think it would be that too. So nope.
She's doing this all on her own.
Yeah.
Like this is. I don't know how you're doing it personally.
Yeah, I've been doing all these doctor appointments
Everything's alone. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's very opposite of, of Missy.
Yeah, what it normally is.
Yeah.
Maybe next pregnancy. I think this one's kind of funny because how do you feel that Cassie is pregnant, or what was your initial reaction when Cassie told you she was pregnant?
Shock.
For which reason?
Well, I had no idea that you were trying to get pregnant. I didn't think for 1 second that she would try to get pregnant because we were, obviously we're in this pandemic, and so I didn't.
You knew I was gonna get pregnant eventually.
Oh yeah, but I just was thinking like, oh, the timing's way off right now. Like this isn't good timing in my opinion. So I didn't see it coming. Yeah. So I was completely shocked. So that was my first thing, was like.
And then I obviously didn't tell my mom that I got off birth control. So that was the second big one.
Yeah, like that's why I was like. I think I don't know if I said it, but I'm like, how?
How? And she doesn't mean how.
I don't mean how. I just mean like, how'd you do that?
How
because like you have a IUD.
Yeah.
So, and I knew that getting the IUD out was going to be a very big deal.
It was like a procedure you had to go through.
It was going to be a big deal because I knew that you were dreading it. You were scared to get it out because getting it in was so traumatic. And so there was no way in my mind that you would have done that without telling me.
I rescheduled that appointment like 5 times to get it taken out. I just kept, nope, not yet. I kept delaying it until I finally did. So yeah, I think
so. Then there was
super
that.
shocked.
I had no words. I was very, very surprised, very shocked. Obviously, the coronavirus thing scared me. Like, are you sure you want to do this right now? Yeah. And it's obviously put a whole nother layer to your pregnancy.
Yeah, it's put on a whole new layer of stress and like concern about having to do things alone. Yeah. And it definitely is not ideal. But at the same time, I just didn't feel like postponing.
But if you sit there and try to find the perfect moment to get pregnant, you will never find it.
You'll never find it.
You'll never find it if you say, well, as soon as we get all these things in order, it will never happen. Yeah. So at the end of the day, it's a leap of faith, and you just got to go for it when you feel like it's time. Yeah.
Basically, like the way we did it was, we were going to get pregnant during that time no matter what. Okay. That was our plan. Our plan was like, no, we're gonna get pregnant this summer.
I mean, and if you had waited till COVID's over,
I'd still not be pregnant.
You'd still not be pregnant, and we have no idea.
All right, this one's kind of for me. It says, Cassie, when you were younger, did you ever sneak out of the house? Do you think I ever snuck out of the house?
No, you didn't sneak out of the house. Because
I didn't have friends.
I wasn't gonna say that.
I had a couple of friends. No, I never ever snuck out because I honestly did not have friends. I didn't go to parties. I didn't.
You were a good child, first of all. Like, she didn't give me any, like, major concerns.
And my friends were good kids too.
Yeah.
Like they didn't do anything that was bad.
Like when you finally had like your small group of friends, like your 10th through 12th grade years.
You met them and you're like, Cassie's
not going anywhere. I wasn't that worried about her leaving the house. There was nowhere to go.
We weren't the cool friend group. So no, I never ever snuck out. Everything I did happened after 18.
Yes.
Abby asked, does your mom think that Jackson is coming on his due date or after or before?
She doesn't want to hear this. I think he's coming after.
After? Over my dead body.
See, I told you she didn't want to hear it. She doesn't want to hear it, but I mean, that's just the natural way of things. And I keep telling her, if he comes before, it's because something's wrong, in my opinion.
And I think in my head, I just keep thinking something's going to go wrong.
Like, I had her early because something was wrong. Missy had Ollie early because something was wrong. Like, in my opinion, but I know that that's not all the truth or whatever. But I know that typically first pregnancies go past the due date.
How late are you thinking? What's your date in your head you have? Like a weekend?
Like no more than a week.
A week, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So like right on my anniversary. Cool.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna come a little bit before or on my due date, personally.
Okay.
Wait, when did you have Missy?
I had Missy 9 days late. Yeah.
Next question. Libby wants to know, why was I so many years apart from my siblings?
Because I just didn't want another one.
Because you had Missy.
I had Missy.
And then you had Jimmy a few years later.
Yeah.
And then like 5 years later you had Cassie.
Yeah.
Why 5 years later?
So I had Missy, and then Jimmy came, I think Missy was actually
like
over 2. She was 2.5.
Okay.
Okay, so that's typical. And I always wanted my kids 2 years apart because I was 2 years apart. Like my sisters, it went my sister, then 2 years later it was my other sister, and then 2 years later was me.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I wanted all my children 2 years apart. But after Jimmy was 2, we had him in Indiana while Jim was going to college, and we moved back. We just were restarting our lives. He had just graduated, and he had find a job.
Yeah.
And then it was one of those, is it time yet? Is it time yet? Is it time yet?
But
We wanted to make sure we had insurance and all these things.
You had every intention of having another baby.
Yes, I actually wanted 4.
delayed.
I wanted 4. I actually wanted 4. I knew I wanted insurance for the next one because I knew it was going to be another cesarean because it's going to be my 3rd baby. So we wanted to, so he had to get his job and get everything situated. And I did get pregnant, and I had a miscarriage.
Before me.
Before you. Yeah. And then we tried again and had you.
Oh, yeah, that's why.
It just kind of did get pushed off.
And then
time-wise.
Would you have maybe had another one after me?
Yeah.
But I was pretty much traumatizing.
Yeah.
I was pretty horrible.
Yeah, after Cassie, I was like, and done.
But you were thinking of having another one after
I
me?
always wanted 4 kids.
Yeah. Was Cassie a shy girl when she was little or outgoing?
No, she was not shy.
I was not shy. I was very outgoing.
She was very outgoing. She was my most spunky child.
Most outdoorsy kid.
Yeah, she was like a little tomboy, very like running around, playing.
Made friends easily.
Yeah.
I didn't have.
But you also had the most stable because, like I said, with Missy, we had moved. We were in college. So we were raising her while Jim was going to college, and then we moved back, and so their lives were kind of like constantly being switched around.
But I was much more outgoing, sporty. I did sports. Missy didn't do any sports. Jimmy did just a couple.
Yeah.
Okay, this one is a really interesting question because I don't know about you, Mom, but I just don't see it really, okay?
Okay.
But everyone always says it, and they're all going to say it.
Okay.
Do you guys think you look alike? I think you guys look like twins, basically.
Okay.
I don't think we look alike. I think they just say that because we're both short.
Maybe.
Do you think we look alike? People say we look identical.
I know. And there are times when I get a glimpse of you and I'm like, oh, we do resemble each other more than I resemble Missy and...
Totally, I can agree with that.
Than Missy and Jimmy, which they definitely resemble Jim, like Dad's side of the family.
Yeah.
But if you look at a picture of Cassie at one age and a picture of me at one age, no.
Don't see it.
I mean, we don't look alike. And when I was a baby and I look at your baby, or when I was 6 and you were 6. But I think that we have way more resemblances than I
definitely don't think that I look like Missy and Jimmy or like that.
But I know that sometimes you just don't see something, and the fact that they've been saying it your whole life is like, she's like your little mini me. She's your mini me. I'm like, okay, she's way cuter than I ever was.
Not that I'm way cute.
You so cute. And I was a very strange looking child. Okay, she's not gonna lie. I was not cute. And she was adorable. But we have resemblances.
I think we have resemblances. I think it's like when I look at all of our individual features, I'm like, we have different hair types.
Yeah.
We have different eye color.
Yeah.
I think our eye shape is different. I think our nose, I just think everything.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is.
But there's something that people say that we just look identical, and I don't know what it is.
Well, you guys have to let us know why you guys, not just because we're the same height or because we got like, it's literally just because we're the same height. I take a picture with you and they're like, oh, you guys look so identical because you guys are the same height.
Yeah.
Like, no, and even the way our bodies are
And here's the
different.
thing, we are exactly the same height, but completely shaped differently.
Yeah.
Our shoulders are not at the same spots, and our hips are not in the same spot. Like, her legs are like 2 inches shorter than me. Mm-hmm. 2 inches. I could not wear her pants, but we're the same height because her torso is longer. It's weird.
I have really short legs and a longer torso. Okay, what was Cassie's first word, and do you think Jackson will look like Cassie or Carlos? What was my first word? That's a hard one.
It's probably written in your baby book.
I have a baby book?
Yeah.
What?
It's probably written in your baby book, and it's either Dada or Mama. Mm-hmm. It's almost always Dada first. I don't know why, but they can usually say Dada first. And do I think that Jackson will resemble you or Carlos?
Or do you think there's specific things that you think he'll get from me, or do you think he's just gonna be...
It's hard because I do think that boys predominantly tend to look like their fathers.
Yeah.
The fact that it's a boy, I think he might resemble Carlos the most.
Yeah.
Jimmy is literally Dad's twin.
Yeah.
So that just kind of... So I think he's going to resemble, but I think he'll get some traits from you. I don't know.
I keep telling Carlos all I want.
I think he's gonna be. I think. Oh, that would be cute.
A good one.
Yeah,
that'd be a good one.
I think he might be shorter than usual. Mm-hmm. But Carlos isn't very tall either.
Yeah.
And so I think that he'll be, but I don't know that you'll even notice that right off the bat.
I don't think he'll be short. I don't think he'll be my height.
No.
Most men, they end up getting usually close to their dad's height. So I don't think he'll be 4'8" or even 4 foot at all.
Yeah.
But I do think he might be. Yeah. He's not gonna be 6 feet tall. I don't think.
It would be so fun if his hair was a little lighter so that he kind of resembled Cassie in that way.
But there's not a lot that we can say because Carlos is Hispanic, so we don't know how strong the genes are in each family. And we won't know until he's here.
And we know that those traits usually dominate. Yeah. So we have no idea. He's going to be a little Carlos with a splash of Cassie.
A little splash of me.
Yeah.
This is our last and final question. Isabella says, do you compare your pregnancy to your mom when she had you or any similarities? I think I mostly compare my pregnancy actually to Missy because she has it documented. Yeah. So it's very easy for me to just be like, what was Missy doing at 30 weeks pregnant? And I can just go watch it. Totally. So I mostly compare my pregnancy to Missy. However, I should compare it to my mom, but it's just not as documented.
Yeah, I mean, if there's any regrets I have is that I did not document my pregnancies in any way. Like, I took very few photos. Yeah. I didn't realize that one day I would want to look back and look at a photo of my pregnancy or my belly or anything.
For these kind of reasons specifically, like when your kids are pregnant.
Yeah, it just didn't occur to me. There was no such, I was literally just reading the What to Expect app. Or not app.
Book?
The What to Expect When You're Expecting book. That disappoints me. It makes me sad. I have one picture of Missy when I was 9 months along. And then you can not even with my belly shirt up, just standing there and it's blurry as heck.
And you got one good one of Jimmy.
I got one good one of Jimmy. Oh, yeah. No belly up, but with my dress.
Enormous.
I was very, very large with Jimmy. And then I have home video that you guys all saw. Mm-hmm. And I was probably really close to delivery.
And I'll show you guys that video again. And Mom also has...
I have one picture, one belly shot.
And this one's a good one because we think she's exact, in the picture.
I think I'm probably about 30 weeks.
About 30 weeks. Yeah. So we'll look at it. I'll show you guys on screen right here. I really think this is right where I'm at right now too.
Okay, first of all, I hate this photo.
Mom hates this picture.
I hate this picture so much.
I do think our belly looks really similar here. I'll show a side of mine right now too. Okay. And I do think that our bellies look really similar. Yeah. Do you feel like any of the symptoms I tell you or the things I'm feeling in my pregnancy are similar to yours?
Yeah. Yeah, so obviously the aches and pains, back pain, that's very common with me.
Yeah, you had really bad heartburn, acid reflux, and I don't have that.
Yeah, you're really lucking out on that. I had such bad heartburn with my... I never even slept more than 1 hour without waking up to chew a Tums.
Yeah, I don't have any of that.
It was really bad.
I just wake up to go pee a lot.
Yeah. Obviously, toward the end, why she was born early was because I probably developed preeclampsia. Getting to that point, I mean, like, it was getting scary. Like, they had me on bed rest. I was supposed to lay on my left side. I was just, like, laying on the couch.
And we won't know if I have any of those problems till later, but I am high risk for it, technically, and not having anything to do with genetics. It's something to do with my blood work. So I am at high risk for preeclampsia and high blood pressure, but we can't compare that to later.
And did I have low Pap-A? Probably.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And we might have been genetic and we just didn't know because it was 20 years ago.
Yeah. So that's probably where we're going to maybe resemble each other.
Yeah. Which is why part of me thinks I'm having this baby before my due date. Because I just
And that's what I told you. If you have them before your due date, it's because something's a little off. And it's what's best.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, I think that's it for today's Q&A. We answered so many questions today. You guys left a lot of good ones. If you guys ever have any more questions, go to our Instagram and leave it down there. Thanks for being on my channel.
You're welcome.
We will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.
Bye.